Good morning, students, faculty, parents, extended family, and friends, and welcome to the Upper School Honors Day. I invite you to sit back and get ready to be wowed by the amazing accomplishments of the class of 2021. All in their own way, they have stood out across disciplines, curricular and extracurricular, all together exemplifying Poly's vision and mission. It is clear that these students have been dedicated to their academic excellence, personal responsibility, and service to others. We have no doubt that they will contribute profoundly to the world in the days and years to come. All certificates and awards will be distributed to seniors following commencement and to our underclass students next week. Please help bring the ceremony to life while we celebrate the remarkable accomplishments of all of our students. Without further ado, we will begin, as usual, by recognizing the recipients of awards previously conferred. Each year, the athletic department selects 2 seniors as best all-around athletes in recognition of their outstanding athleticism on the field, their participation on 2 or more varsity teams during their senior year, and their commitment to their teammates. Nominations and final selections were made by the athletic department committee, and the awards were presented at the Senior Sports Awards banquet on Wednesday evening. Our female athlete of the year was Tallulah Sheridan. And our male athlete of the year was Connor Boyle. Given by Nancy Jo Sweeney Lindis in honor of her brother, Craig Sweeney, who demonstrated leadership in sportsmanship, integrity, and enthusiasm on the field of play. The Craig Sweeney Award is presented to a senior athlete who most exemplifies the qualities the family so admired. This year's Craig Sweeney Award went to David Mathias, Audrey Kim, and Olivia Schleifer. Poly's Scholar Athlete Award is given each year to a boy and girl in the senior class in recognition of success in both the classroom and athletics. This year's Scholar Athlete Award winners are Jack Duncan and Lauren Kidman. Congratulations to Tallulah, Connor, David, Audrey, Olivia, Jack, and Lauren, and to all of our student athletes. College Counseling Director Mark Rassick will now present the next awards.
Modeled after Phi Beta Kappa, the Cum Laude Society recognizes academic achievement in secondary schools for the purpose of promoting excellence, justice, and honor. Certificates were delivered to the class of 2021 inductees. As I read off their names, please feel free to reach out to them and offer your congratulations. The 2021 cohort of the Polytechnic School Cum Laude Society is Karima Mar, Sarah Chin, Sierra Dahiyat, Sophie David, Jack Duncan, Maggie Grether, Molly Hill, Caitlin Huntsman, Caroline Kelleher, Lauren Kidman, Audrey Kim, Tori Kim, Benjamin Nell, Ryan Lee, Michaela Patsakis, Neil Rowe, Madalena Rudaflores, Alexandra Siegel, and Kyle Torres. Congratulations. The Class of 1962 Scholarship Award was established as a tribute to superb scholarship by the first high school class to attend Polytechnic's upper school for 4 years. By tradition, it is given to the senior with the highest grade point average. The winner of the Class of 1962 Scholarship Award this year is Maggie Grether. Congratulations, Maggie.
Each of the academic departments at Poly's upper school presents awards for students whose work is of special distinction during the school year. The respective chairs and members of the departments will now introduce those awards and say a few words in recognition of the recipients. Up first, the Performing Arts Department.
Given by Mrs. Otalie Roberts, the Ruth Bampton Music Award is presented to the students who have made an outstanding contribution to the school in the field of music. This year, we are pleased to honor 2 outstanding seniors, Sophie David and Annika Erickson. Both have graced the stage and the digital stage many times with their beautiful vocals. Sophie has appeared in the spring musical every year, always demanding our eyes and ears with her dynamic performances. She could easily be standing up here to accept dance or theater awards, as she is the very definition of a triple threat. We also appreciate her dedication in keeping the vocal ensemble moving forward, even through a global pandemic. Annika has also participated in spring musicals, dance concerts, and theatrical productions, amazing us with many fabulous performances over the years. However, it is her talent as a songwriter that now has us standing in amazement. She not only writes the music, but she also writes the lyrics, plays the instruments, sings all the vocal lines, and audio engineers the finished product. We can't wait to see her win her first Grammy. Congratulations, Sophie and Annika.
The National School Orchestra Award was established to honor an outstanding instrumentalist in the upper school. This year's winner is Audrey Kim. The best compliment a musician can receive from other musicians is that they are a great musician. This distinction means that the musician in context is wholly aware of their responsibility to the music beyond the notes on the page. A 3-year member of the Poly Orchestra, Audrey is a consummate musician, owner of excellent technique honed by a laser-focused dedication to her craft, musical curiosity, leadership and support of fellow ensemble members, and a sense of humor to keep from taking it all too seriously. Congratulations, Audrey.
Established by Dr. and Mrs. Herschel Mitchell to honor Carol Cherko, who taught performing arts at Poly for 22 years. The Technical Theater Award recognizes excellence and effort in support of the theater program through the design and implementation of the technical aspects of theater production. This year's award goes to Mo Sala. Mo has been a driving force for plays, dance, musicals, and morning meetings since middle school, with perhaps an overdeveloped work ethic and motivation toward perfection. And while their tolerance for slackers is set very low, their surprisingly entertaining gift for snarkiness has never been used for evil. Mo is a true blue leader and friend, comforts those in need, and makes sure to push the team when they need it. When the student's running the show, they know the cues better than the directors. Mo, working with you is a dream, and you will be sorely missed. Knock 'em dead.
Given by Dr. and Mrs. Morton Pinsky in 1976, The Theater Arts Award is given each year to the students who have given the most outstanding performances or made the most valuable contribution to the performing arts program. In choosing the recipients of this award, the theater faculty look for actors who best exemplify what is most precious to their program, the concept of ensemble, one who loves the art in himself rather than himself in the art. We are thrilled to honor Tori Kim and Mary Louisa Whitford with this award. All year, we have praised the outstanding example these young women have set in performing arts, and now it is our great pleasure to honor their efforts with this award. Having appeared in 12 shows in the upper school, Mary Louisa Whitford was just as easily seen shining on stage as making sure cast members signed in on the call sheet. She is dedicated to her artistic growth, soaking up feedback and striving for improvement without taking constructive criticism personally or taking herself too seriously. She's also hilarious and often cracks us up with clever one-liners and telling facial expressions. Tori Kim has brought her peaceful, positive demeanor to 8 shows in the upper school, and whether being asked to wade through a pool in ancient Greece or an ocean full of Disney-fied fish, her character portrayals remain honest and captivating. Tori is an actor's actor. She is encouraging, willing to take risks, committed, and eminently trustworthy on stage. Congratulations, Tori and Mary Louisa.
Named in honor of Carol Babcock, a dancer and arts enthusiast, the Dance Award was established in 2007 to celebrate the school's strong dance program. This year, we are pleased to recognize Gabriella Onderdonk. Ella's passion for dance and dedication to the performing arts have made her an outstanding performer and role model to her peers. Not only a talented dancer, actor, and singer, she embodies the ideals of a true leader. Humble, hardworking, and devoted to the greater good of the ensemble. Seizing every opportunity to perform, she has graced the Garland stage in 4 dance concerts and musicals and has remained steadfast in continuing to dance and present her beautiful choreography virtually during the pandemic. Congratulations, Ella. Arnor Biltvedt will now present the Visual Arts Awards.
Established in 1960 by Mr. and Mrs. Peter Davis and their children, the Peter Davis Family Art Award is presented to the upper school students who have shown the greatest interest, production, and progress within the poly community in any of the visual arts. This year's recipients are Thibaut Hirsch, Sarah Chin, and Molly Hill. Art as a means of social commentary is extremely powerful when done well, and Thibaut's examination of the 2020's pandemic and Black Lives Matter movement through the lens of his generation is a brilliant example of this. His original music video shows his understanding of how light, camera angles, and movement can blend and create real beauty. Sarah has searched for the divine in ordinary things, finding heavenly constellations in the freckles of a face. She has searched for essential light and found it in a droplet on the skin of a plum. Her most recent search is for the spiritual and religious quality of the color blue. Sarah's ability to express light, form, and emotions through watercolor is exceptional and moving. Molly cares deeply about animals and nature. Her work reflects her attempt to open our eyes to the need for representing and conserving both. She humanizes the animals by showing us albatrosses in love, a honeybee in the act of self-sacrifice, and beautiful landscapes turned upside down, all with an exceptional skill and sensitivity for details in both drawing and painting. The The Chris Jogel Photography Award was established in 1996 by Mr. and Mrs. Nicholas Jogel. It is named for the son Chris to honor his love of photography. This year we give the award to Aidan King and Ian Chadwick. Aidan has taken 3 levels of photography offered at Poly, and during this time, his images have developed into works of art. He approaches every assignment with excitement and a drive to capture that unique perspective, planning every last detail. His photographs are warm and meaningful, always portraying the story he wants you to feel. When taking beginning photography, as a very quiet freshman, Ian realized that he had a natural eye for composition, line and detail. This led to major growth as he continued to take 3 more levels of photography classes here at Poly, and today he is a very fine photojournalist, capturing the essence of portraiture, landscapes, and street photography in the most natural settings. Marge Kenny will now present the English Awards.
The John S. Manley English Award is given to a senior or seniors who have shown marked improvement and achieved excellence in English composition. This year, we recognize Gabriel Hackel. With contagious enthusiasm and authentic desire to improve, Gabe has demonstrated unwavering commitment to his growth as an English scholar and writer. Noting his commendable resilience and diligence over the past 4 years, his teachers applaud Gabe for his consistent hard work as he took every available opportunity to strengthen his writing by soliciting feedback and incorporating advice. Gabe has approached learning with exuberance and tenacity, and as a result, he has acquired the skills to convey his increasingly sophisticated ideas with power and persuasion. Whether analytically philosophical or humorously reflective, Gabe engages and challenges his readers through his thoughtful expression and his genuine intellectual curiosity. Named for a teacher whose 28 years in the upper school English department shaped the lives of countless students, the Bill Pickering English Award goes to the senior who best embodies the goals of the English department, as an individual who loves language and literary art, who takes intellectual risks, works diligently, writes with conviction and power, and contributes actively and authentically to the classroom exchange of ideas. This year, we honor Sarah Chin. Fearless, thoughtful, inclusive, incisive, powerful, transformative. Just a handful of teachers' words of praise that describe Sarah and her impact on each of her English classes. Sarah is an exceptional student and sophisticated analytical and creative writer who possesses a deep appreciation for the evocative beauty of language and the nuances with which stories are told. Sarah embraces intellectual complexity and always grounds her work in her commitment to promoting social justice and to creating accessible spaces of belonging. Her insightful contributions transform class dialogues through her emphasis on the many different ways that language and power play key roles in how stories influence our lives and shape our world. Named for a beloved teacher who sparked in generations of Poly students a deep love of creative writing in all forms, particularly fiction, nonfiction, and written and spoken poetry. In her 34 years as an upper school English teacher and as the founding director of the Writer Center, the Grace Hamilton Creative Writing Award recognizes the senior whose body of work in and outside the classroom reflects both a driving passion for and extraordinary achievement in creative expression. We are proud to bestow this inaugural honor upon Maya Miller. How do you compose a citation for a young writer whose sense of the rhythms and vibrancy of language surpassed your own years ago. Simply, Maya takes our breath away. She is a true worker of words, having loved language since she was young. While her award-winning array of written work flows effortlessly, the exceptional beauty of her work is the result of Maya's extraordinary dedication of time and energy to her craft. We will all miss the expectation of reading what she has created for our classes, but look forward to the time that we can find her work on the shelves of Romans.
The George H. Moses History Award is named for a former department chair who taught here for 38 years, and it recognizes excellence and achievement in the field of history and the social sciences. The award this year goes to Maggie Grether. Maggie always brings depth and nuance to class conversations. For her final project in Greeks and Romans of the 21st century, she and a partner researched the Greek roots of the modern guitar, the kithara, and constructed one from scratch. In her 9th grade World Cultures Latin America course, she and a partner began a project to provide support to girls in Nicaragua. 3 years later, their efforts have grown to include many others and 2 books. She is a magnificent writer, and her strong analysis sets her apart. Maggie Grether is a very deserving recipient of the George Moses History Award. The Roger Ipswich Social Science Award is given to the students who demonstrate a wide range of interest in social science topics and who have excelled, particularly in the senior electives. This year's winner is Finnegan Keller. Finn Keller is an exceptionally mature student who is deeply respected for his inquisitiveness and profound depth of understanding. Finn never seeks to complete the assignment, but rather passionately pursues, through his own initiative, a deeper understanding of the material. While many are trying to grasp the who, what, and when, Finn is eagerly seeking to understand the how and why. Finn composed a fascinating paper on the contributions of Captain Robert Scott's failed Terra Nova expedition, and his presence in class always elevated discussions. We are pleased to award the Ipswich Prize in Social Studies to Finn Keller. Established in 1984 by the Board of Trustees, the Shirley C. Ward Economics Award is presented to the outstanding economics student in the senior class. This year's award goes to Benjamin Nell. A diligent worker, Ben has demonstrated a keen interest in economics by consistently participating in class with meaningful remarks and questions. He's always on top of his reading, up to date with current events, and able to participate in thoughtful conversations around complex topics. His questions in class, especially those made to our guest speakers, helped make lessons more engaging and provided for a fruitful dialogue. His comments made it evident he does his own learning outside the classroom. Ben demonstrated not only an understanding of economics, but also how to apply it to the real world in a successful and ethical manner. Congratulations, Ben. Jack Prater will now present the Mathematics Awards.
Thank you, friend. The Polytechnic Honors Math Award goes to an outstanding student or students who best exemplify the spirit of exploration, discovery, and scholarship in mathematics. This year, the department gives the awards to 2 seniors, Theodore Bryant and Emma Cadogan. Teddy has always been interested and intrigued by mathematics. He's a clever and engaged student. He's able to synthesize simple concepts and weave them into more complex and interesting solutions. This makes him a nimble and agile problem solver and a leader in the classroom. Teddy has been undaunted by the limitations of the COVID classroom, often miming his solutions to problems to keep both the conversation and the math flowing. Throughout our time in our math classroom, Emma has demonstrated a strong intrinsic curiosity, attention to detail, and ability to verbalize math with consistent, articulate explanations. She's brought new perspectives to conversation, gently suggesting a first step when the room was quiet, encouraging her classmates to clarify their thinking, and helping along the way any classmate who was puzzled. Emma is a student who strives to not just to learn the material, but to master it. Both Teddy and Emma have actively made our mathematics classrooms better and more productive learning environments. We thank you both. The Mary Artis Schneebly Mathematics Award recognizes consistent excellence and contribution to Polly's math program. Established by Gwen and Riley Hale, the parents of Alfred Hale, class of 53, and R. Stanton Hale, class of 57, both of whom made their lifetime work in mathematics. This award honors Miss Schneebly's teaching and her 41-year career at Poly. This year, Mary Artis Schneebly Award goes to Madalena Ruta Flores. Let's go! An exceptional thinker whose ability to extend the limits of her knowledge is unparalleled. Madalena moves quickly beyond the routine to tackle problems that require her to use familiar algorithms in original ways. She is creative, deeply curious, she's tenacious, she thinks abstractly, and she's willing to take risks. These skills, along with her analytical reasoning and her excitement for math, have enabled her to develop an expansive understanding of the discipline. Madalena listens patiently without rushing to a conclusion. She asks insightful questions, and she often offers astute advice to her peers who have learned from her how to think more deeply. Congratulations, Madalena. We appreciate all of your support over the years and your dedication. And now to Ms. Barnes with the Science Awards.
The Eric D. Stelter Chemistry Award honors the memory of Mr. Stelter, a gifted and respected teacher who is remembered with great fondness by his students and colleagues. The award is presented to an outstanding chemistry student who not only excels academically, but also demonstrates two of Mr. Stelter's memorable attributes: wonder and excitement in the process of discovery and a genuine zest for learning. This year, the award goes to Sabrina Zhang. From her extreme curiosity to her detailed and accurate explanations and her organized quantitative work, when it comes to chemistry, not even remote learning can stop Sabrina. She has proven over and over again that she has a love for learning chemistry and a passion for truly understanding the nuances of each concept. Sabrina takes great care in all that she does, whether it be in creating fantastic flip grids, taking photos of experiments she leaves running beyond class time, collaborating on a lab, or simply keeping her group focused in a breakout room. There is very little difference between Zoom Sabrina and in-person Sabrina, and both versions of her scream, "I love chemistry." Established by the Dykstra family in honor of Mr. McNabb, a former biology teacher at Poly, the James L. McNabb Biology Award is presented to the outstanding biology student in the upper school. This year, the award goes to two students, Alina Bhatti and Jack Marion Sims. In a school year where students were challenged more than ever to remain dedicated and make their voices heard, Alina didn't hesitate to use curiosity to push through the adversity and dive into learning. She has shown a strong desire to understand not only the concepts presented, but their connection to the world around her. Moreover, she does so with genuine kindness and respect. Even when the fatigue of the school year really kicked in, Alina remained engaged in class discussion, demonstrating her true passion for biology. Congratulations, Alina. From a bumper crop of excellent students, Jack has been game from day one. He has been an attentive listener, willing contributor, and positive influence on class morale. While we were all remote on Zoom, he was engaged and he participated well with his peers. With his probing questions about biology, it's clear he's genuinely interested in learning more about the subject. Jack has shown an aptitude for biology and a sense of curiosity necessary to succeed in science. Congratulations to Jack for earning the McNabb Biology Award. The
The Dwight James Baum Science Award was given by Mr. Baum, 58, to be presented to the outstanding science student in the upper school. This year's award goes to Molly Hill and Finnegan Keller. Finnegan is what teachers call an active participant, fully committed to making the most of every opportunity. In AP Chemistry, Biology, Astronomy, and AP Physics, his infectious enthusiasm and curiosity compelled him to ask questions and initiate conversations that prompted further exploration of the material. Students in every class benefited from his willingness to engage. One teacher described him as an eclectic mind. Another applauded his ability to go above and beyond class expectations. Finn participated in the Summer Research Connection program at Caltech last year, where he joined a group performing research on asteroids. For his many contributions to our program, we are pleased to honor Finnegan. Molly has an enormous variety of talents and interests. She is equally likely to be found in the art studio, backstage in the theater, or carefully working through experimental analysis for a recent physics lab. She has been especially impressive in her study of the sciences. She has taken each department's most challenging courses and distinguished herself in them all. Molly is a Science Olympiad participant, avid environmentalist, vital member of the Poly Student Science Organization's Nucleus leadership team for the past 2 years, and she's an amazing birder as well. In honor of her scholarship and her contributions to the science program at Poly, we are pleased to recognize Molly Hill. The Polytechnic Computer Science Award is given to the outstanding student who, in the course of their studies, demonstrates a passion for computational technology, finds joy in writing elegant code to solve problems, and is dedicated to improving their understanding of computer science. With this inaugural award, we are proud to recognize 2 students, Masa Ortega and Eliza Williams. In his computer science courses, Maso exhibits exceptional effort and dedication in improving his understanding of the subject. He never hesitates to ask questions and is not afraid to take risks when we're working on a big assignment. Even after finishing a project, he often looks for ways to develop it further. His fascination with the subject is unrivaled. Congratulations to Maso. As a sophomore, Eliza warned the Intro to Computer Science instructor that she was, quote, very organized. She put her organizational skills to good use in that course, crafting well-written solutions to every assignment and generously helping her classmates to do the same. This year, in AP Computer Science, she continued to advance her understanding of computation by completing complex, object-oriented design projects and, in an extracurricular project, studying the operations of Linux servers. Congratulations to Eliza. Maite Bernath will now present the World Languages Awards.
The René Belgueri French Award is presented to the most outstanding French students in the upper school. This year's recipient is Juliette Holly. Juliette has adopted French as her passion, not just as a subject in school. She uses French as a tool of daily communication, never an obstacle for sharing her thoughtful opinions and expressing her unique personality. Over the years, Juliette hosted students for our French exchange, participated in a challenging summer immersion program, and consistently earned medals in the French national contest. As a junior who impressed her teachers with a stellar work at the AP level, Juliette never rested on her laurels and continued to seek out French language sources as a global scholar. Moreover, her humble and encouraging presence has allowed for others to delve in, thrive, and take risks. She is receiving a well-deserved award today for blossoming into a compassionate and creative Francophile for life. Felicitations! Grace Phillips Memorial Award was created by Dr. Stanton W. Phillips in honor of Grace Phillips to pay homage to Latin's importance in the history of our language and culture and to recognize the outstanding Latin student at Poly. This year, the award for achievement in Latin goes to Mia Patsakis. The contribution that Mia has made to the Latin program go far beyond her methodological approach to learning new grammar and her dedication to perusing the works of Caesar and Virgil in AP. Through her project exploring the reality behind Caesar's description of Celtic religion and her leadership of the SPQR student group, Mia consistently reaches out beyond the existing boundary of the discipline of Latin to make connections to a broader range of human experience and traditions. We are pleased to recognize her accomplishment and character with this award. Congratulations, Mia. The Mandarin Chinese Excellent Award is presented to an outstanding student who has excelled in the Mandarin Chinese program. This year's recipient is Sophie David. Sophie has distinguished herself by her commitment to learn Mandarin and her exuberant desire to master the language. She has not only absorbed fully what the Mandarin curriculum offered her, but also embraced every opportunity to immerse herself in Chinese culture. From learning in the classroom to becoming a Chinese TA in the summer camp, from writing AP essays and presentations, to choreographing the Chinese dance for our Chinese New Year celebration, Sophie put in hard work and went above and beyond. She ceaselessly tries to learn as much as she can, and her eagerness has made a tremendous positive impact on her peers. Congratulations, Sophie. 1978, by Parthenia's parents, the Parthenia Rath Spanish Award is presented to the most outstanding Spanish student in the upper school. This year, it is my distinct honor to give the Spanish Award to Maggie Grether and Kate Huntsman. Inquisitive, confident, and highly motivated, Maggie and Katie have demonstrated tremendous intellectual growth throughout the years. Creative and driven, they have exhibited outstanding critical thinking skills in class discussions as well as in the reading pieces. In her analytical essay on La Casa de Bernarda Alba, Katie explored how Lorca's play tackles the struggles between oppression and the desire for freedom, focusing on the invisible ways in which women are harmed. Maggie's piece on existentialism focused on the conflict of identity that the main characters in Cervantes' novel Don Quixote and in Unamuno's short story San Manuel Bueno Martir experience as they challenged the status quo of Spain in the 17th and 20th centuries respectively. They have also used their acquisition of Spanish to better their local and global communities. Through the creation of She Nicaragua, Maggie and Katie have empowered women by teaching them about their bodies, strengths, and voice, an effort that has culminated with the publishing of 2 graphic books on women's health issues for Hispanic communities in Nicaragua and in LA. Enhorabuena! Award in honor of a faculty member who has the heart and soul of the World Language Department for 30 years is given each year to a student who has achieved the highest level of excellence in more than one world language. This year's recipient is Julieta Granet. Julieta is a model language student in Latin and Spanish. As a junior, in her first week of AP Spanish literature, surrounded by seniors with more writing experience, she wasn't sure how she'd get through the year. If I had told her then that she'll win this award, she would have said, "Doctora, ¿estás loca?" But Julieta didn't let this intimidate her. She persevered, co-facilitating Poli's first narrative Spanish language exchange and encouraging other Spanish learners to dive into a daunting immersion setting. In Latin, Julieta was always a positive presence, studying hard, grappling with philosophical ideas in projects, and using Latin as a living language. Her leadership showed itself especially in her co-directing a video in spoken Latin of Plautus's Pot of Gold. Julieta consistently brought her best self to class and helped others bring theirs as well. Enhorabuena, Julieta.
This year's Global Scholars cohort was truly extraordinary and faced unique global challenges with curiosity, empathy, and innovative solutions. Many cohort members set out to raise awareness of topics that are often underrepresented. Sarah Ryan hosted a national panel that addressed the multiple complexities of human trafficking. Madalena Rueda Flores collaborated with a third grade team to teach global citizenship in the lower school. Aidan King and Ryan Lee stoked interest in U.S.-China relations among our 7th graders in an engaging lesson via TikTok. Julieta Granet and Ian Erickson provided these same middle schoolers with a riveting simulation of conflict resolution and peace negotiation and diplomacy in the Middle East. The 2021 Global Scholars cohort also led Poly's initiative to provide connections and put empathy into action through our Narrative for Story exchange. Jake Sherwood rallied Spanish learners and heritage speakers at Poly to engage in our first Spanish language exchange with the American School in Tampico, Mexico. Gabriel Hackel and Rafael Kelu reconnected with students at the Menara Center in the Bekaa Valley in Lebanon through an art exchange in an effort to elevate the voices of refugee youth. Thibaut Hirsch spent the past summer seeking diverse perspectives on the pandemic as well as the Black Lives Matter movement. His powerful documentary, Generation Hope, and his photographs from different ships same storm were recently featured on Frontline.
Through our grant proposal opportunity, this Global Scholars cohort secured $30,000 to fund innovative programs at 8 nonprofits here in Pasadena and around the world. Jackson Stimler and Juliet Hawley designed the Sana Project to provide virtual English classes to our younger new neighbors from the Middle East, now residing here in Southern California. Julieta Granet will help students on GIP travel programs deepen their interactions with its partner organization through the Narrative for organization. Maddie Quay used her experiences teaching English at Outreach 360 and in Calais, France, to craft a summer program for children at Families Forward. Milo Wood's self-help graphics and art youth committee housing rights video project raises community awareness of Angelino Latinx artists both here at Pat Poly and beyond. Committed to the preservation of indigenous cultures, Layla Ward has helped Cielo take on an ambitious national language mapping program. Finally, Maggie Grether and Katie Huntsman respectively became published authors in their 4-year effort to promote female public health care and safety in Nicaragua. We applaud this year's Global Scholars, who, despite the strains of Zoom fatigue and hybrid learning, modeled commitment, resilience, and stellar global citizenship all the way through the end. Jennifer Fleischer will now introduce the next award.
Established by the class of 1995, the Faculty Appreciation Award is given to a faculty member who typifies the excellent teaching at Poly and who has had a special impact on the graduating class. I would like to introduce Senior Class Cabinet Member Lauren Kidman, who will announce this year's winner.
This year, the class of 2021 thought it fitting to give the Faculty Appreciation Award to none other than Ms. Hamilton, who not only has impacted us educationally with her vitality and engaging discussions in the classroom, but also personally with her kindness and love for every single student at Poly. When she is not teaching, Ms. Hamilton can be found in the Writer Center assisting students on various literary works, eagerly discussing the best hiking trails in the Pasadena area, or leading some of Poly's GIP trips around the globe. Moreover, we sincerely value Ms. Hamilton's consistent support at sporting events, art shows, and theater performances. Though she may be retiring this year from Poly, Ms. Hamilton will forever be an integral part of the campus community. Thank you and congratulations, Ms. Hamilton.
The Ardvark Award, created by the staff of Poly's humor magazine in 1972, is presented to the outstanding proponent of humor on the South Campus. I am delighted to award the 2021 Ardvark to Keith Van Mertens. Don't know who that is? He is the alter ego Dylan Halstead has used since 2019 to attend events, rehearsals, and most recently Zoom classes in order to convince students and faculty at Santa Susana High in Simi Valley that he is enrolled there full-time. Never one to be accused of lacking commitment to a bit, Dylan has created a modest social media presence for Keith and even made a nearly successful bid for Homecoming King. Speaking of committing to a bit, sometimes Dylan's comedy demands more than witty words, and that's when he turns to homemade props, costumes, and music to get his point across. Take, for example, his efforts to create a lost eighth Mer sister in the upper school musical The Little Mermaid, which somehow resulted in him dressed as Britney Spears and singing Part of Your World to a delighted lower school choristers rehearsal. And let's not forget his original musical Alcajazz. No, he won't let you forget his original musical Alcajazz. While some of us may have white-knuckled it through more than a few of your public displays, how lucky and wildly entertaining for us that you take being funny so seriously. Congratulations to Poly's comic genius, Dylan Halstead.
Hi, my name is Jesse Benitez, and I'm a freshman here at Poly. I'm here today to present the Jesse Tyne Award. Though I share his name, I never met Jesse, but I know a lot about him through the stories my family tells and the documentary about Jesse and Amadou Diallo. As I watched the death of two sons with my classmates a few months ago, I realized that the issues of poverty, violence, and racial injustice raised in the film are very much a part of our lives 20 years after Jesse and Amadou's deaths. While this is a sad truth, many amazing people continue to work toward a future where poverty, violence, and racism are diminished, and where hope and justice are front and center. The Jesse Tyne Award awards a Poly senior who is identified by their peers to be a champion for justice and hope for the future. This year, I am excited to announce that the senior class selected Julieta Granet to receive this award in Jesse's memory. Your classmates summed up Julieta's dedication and talents nicely. Julieta is an advocate and a leader who is actively trying to make an impact that won't stop after leaving Poly. Another classmate wrote, "I can 100% say that she will make the world a kinder, more compassionate place." And another, "I have seen Julieta advocate on behalf of others, lead with kindness and purpose, and uplift those around her." And finally, "When Julieta talks, I listen. She is compassionate and considerate, contemplative and composed. She cares deeply about how people feel and embodies the authentic service to others. Julieta is indicative of us at our best." Congratulations, Julieta. We are thrilled that the Jesse Tyne Award will support you in your ongoing service. Lastly, congratulations to all the graduating seniors for all that you have accomplished and for all that is to come. Laura Marion, English faculty member and Director of Outdoor Education, will present the next award.
The Hale Integrity Award is among our highest honors at Poly. The award is given to the student who reveals integrity and strong morality, who will not cave to peer pressure, but stands on principles and beliefs, and who possesses a certain wholeness and moral presence. Students are nominated by the senior class, and the final selection is made by faculty. This year's Hale Integrity Award recipient is Finnegan Keller. Finn joined our community as a freshman, and for his first few years, he spoke openly about his struggle to find his place among his Poly peers. He's the young man that adults rave about. Kind, hardworking, generous, helpful. No matter who you were, he would help you understand that math problem, or carry a heavy box, or ask you why you look so sad. none of which got him invited to parties. But with this award, we see the beauty of a boy and a community growing into adults. Because yes, his peers chose Finn as their Hale Integrity recipient. Not because he changed, but because we all now see the worth that was always there. Science teacher Rachel Dunham will now present the next award.
The Goss Family Outstanding Effort Award, established by 4 sisters and their mother, honors the upper school student who has put forth the greatest effort, not only in academic pursuits, but in other areas of school life as well. The recipient of this award is chosen by the upper school faculty. In her 4 years at the upper school, you may have seen this student on the volleyball court or the track, on stage in Garland in a spring musical or winter play, facilitating a GIP event, in a teacher's office for extra help, being a peer mentor to a group of 9th graders, or bent over her homework in a free moment. She shows up early to classes and stays late to ask questions, whether about tackling a complex physics problem or crafting a presentation in Spanish. Her teachers all speak of her hard work, her curiosity, and her genuine desire to learn about the world and to make it a better place. For her outstanding effort and contributions in all areas of school life, we are so pleased to present this year's Goss Family Effort Award to Layla Ward. Congratulations, Layla. John Brocker will now present the next award.
Good morning. I'm honored to present the Head of School Award this morning to 3 young women who have tenaciously and empathically exemplified Polly's ideals during a school year that none of us could have possibly imagined. Julieta Granier, Maggie Grether, and Audrey Kim. A leader in every sense of the word, Julieta has left her mark as an ambassador to the admissions office, a leader in Latinos Unidos, a global scholar, a co-captain of the dance team, an integral part of the debate and moot court teams. As a peer tutor, Julieta modeled patience, kindness, and generosity, and commitment to even the most reluctant students. In the classroom, she's exhibited a facile mind, a talent for writing, and a willingness to speak her truth. Still, it has been her courage to call out privilege and to challenge all of us to think deeply and honestly about diversity, equity, and inclusion that has helped shape and drive our conversations and act more profoundly. One of her teachers remarked that Julieta is the embodiment of every value we hold, and I couldn't agree more. Congratulations, Julieta. Without fanfare or ego, Maggie has set a high standard for what it means to be a global citizen. Smart as hell, as one of her teachers described her, she has definitely deepened the conversations in all of her classes as co-editor of the paw print on the debate team and as a GIP scholar. As one of the leaders of She Nicaragua, a program of the Lily Project, Maggie published a libretto in the form of a graphic novel in Spanish for young women who lack access to essential sexual health education. And she will distribute over 400 copies in Nicaragua and schools around the Pasadena community. Perhaps her talent as a classical guitarist captures the transformative power of this young woman best. Someone who understands the intricacy of the score while recognizing the importance of the harmony of the heart and the mind to bring about real change. Congratulations, Maggie. Described as a peacemaker and a voice of reason on ASB, a great scholar in the classroom, part of the power team of paw print editors, and a role model for her peers, Audrey Kim is also an extraordinary musician, capable of mesmerizing an audience with glimpses of her soul when she performs. As Chief Justice of the Judiciary Council, she exemplified the best traits of a jurist: compassion, clear-mindedness, and a willingness to listen to all viewpoints. Always acting with humility and grace and backed by an exceptional mind, Audrey has led with distinction and integrity by opening our eyes to the complexity of the world around us. We are better for it. However, what stands out most is the joy she finds in learning, in playing, and leading. All lessons to us all. Congratulations, Audrey, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you for your thoughtful attention this morning. Seniors and families, we are very much looking forward to seeing you tonight at commencement. Seniors, please make sure you are in the gym in your commencement robe and cord by 5:30 p.m. so we can start our ceremony promptly. Family members on our guest list, please allow yourself sufficient time to check in and get settled in your box seats. Please, so that the night is only celebratory, observe all of the guidelines we've laid out for you. For those viewing from home, we invite you all to join us this evening via live stream link. Congratulations to the class of 2021.